Hi folks, and welcome back to another fly tying tutorial. So what you see in the vise is a Perdigon nymph. Now it's very small, this one's at size 16 and it's always been a bit of a nemesis for me, but no more. I've come up with a fantastic solution. So without further ado, let's get into it. The hook in the vise then is a Hanak H450 barbless hook. It's the Jig Superb and it's at size 16. Now, the bead I'm using here is from Simplify, part of their new range, and it's a 2.8mm tungsten bead. They call it the Mottled White Ruby. Quite an interesting little bead and works well with this particular pattern. Now, as I said in the introduction, Perdigon nymphs, especially in the smaller size, have always been a bit of a nemesis for me. I can't get them quite neat enough for my liking, but I've got a solution to that. And what is the solution, you might add? Well, the thread I'm going to be using today, it's not really thread, it's called Tyer's Mate. The label's all crushed up with the bobbin holder here, but this one's number 12. As you can see, it's kind of like a white crystal colour. Now, you can tie various different flies. It comes in lots of different colours. I don't know how big the range is. I've got 5 of them here and they're orange. I'd like to see a nice brighter pink colour if I could for the grayling, because I know that would work really well on grayling. I might have a look and see if there's a deeper pink. There is this pink, but it is slightly lighter than I would like. So anyway, why is it so good? Well, there's a couple of reasons. So there's no change in the thread here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this for the whole fly. So first thing to do is to cast on to the hook. A couple of turns in behind the bead, making sure that I lift the bead up to the correct position over the hook. Then I can remove my rat's tail, and what I'm going to do is add a little bit of tailing, and what I'm using for the tail is just a few fibres of Coq de Leon. This is from Troutline. I think they do one of the best selections of Coq de Leon out there. And I'm taking 4 or 5 strands off the stem. And I'm going to line that up. I want it to be just shy of the length of the body. So I'll bring that up like so. Once I've got a couple of turns and I can check the length of the tail, it's just slightly longer than I like. So ease that back with my thumb and forefinger, and then I'm going to come all the way down to the butt section of my fly. Then I can come in and simply remove the excess feathers I've got at the front here. Now, with this thread, you can do lots of different flies, and if you wait to the end of the video, I'll show you a couple of other variations that I've done using this material. It's absolutely fantastic. It's so easy to use. So what I want to do now is build a taper into my body up towards the bead. Now, where I've always fallen down with Perdigon nymphs is I've tried to add a hot collar by adding Glow Bright or other substances to the head here, and that's where it's all gone a little bit wrong for me. I never get it quite neat enough for my own obsessive tying. So the beauty of this is using a Sharpie. This is just an ordinary, you can buy it from a stationery shop, they're a couple of quid. I'm going to just bring in a little bit of colour onto the thread. This is red, but you can, as you can imagine, there's all different colours. Whatever collar sort of size you want to make, you can crack on, and then I'm just going to wrap that round now. I just need a little bit more Sharpie here. Now, you don't really appreciate it while I'm sitting doing the video. You won't appreciate how much lifelike this glistens in the water. It's just amazing. I'm really pleased that Uphaven have sent me some. It's just a a great thing. It's definitely going to change the way that I'm tying my Perdigon nymphs. And now I've got that finished off, I can come in with my scissors and just remove the waste. Now, as you can see, I've got a really neat finish on my collar there, and I'm all about the neatness. I like it. It probably makes no difference to the fish, but to me as a tyer, I like to have it finished nice and neat. Next thing then, I'm going to come in with some Solaris and just give it its first coat. And I say first coat because it will take a few coats to get the desired finish. So there's the first layer of Solaris. I'll just bring in my UV lamp and switch that on. Now Perdigons, I think, unless I've missed my guess, it's a Spanish fly, and they make them into tiny sizes. Now I would probably venture that I would be able to get down to size 18, maybe even 20 using this tyer's mate, but I would have to see. I've not tried anything smaller than a 16 at the moment, which is quite small. And the whole idea of these type of nymphs is that they get to depth very quickly. So I'll just come in with another coat. Building up the body. And I've seen, while I was out in Slovenia actually, my river fishing's taken a bit of a beating this year, so I've not done very much. The only river fishing I've managed to get in is when I went to Slovenia. But I need to correct that soon. And I wished that I'd gone with some flies like this. When we had our guided days, the guide showed us various patterns that were not dissimilar to this. Nice and small, but will get down in the water column very quickly. And it was just an opportune, a meeting of things really. So I got back from Slovenia. Semplify had a huge product launch, including these mottled white ruby beads, and Uphaven had sent me some of this tyer's mate, and having a little play with it, this is what I've come up with. Now, I could just finish at that, but what I like to do with these is just give them a coat of varnish.